Hello dear students, my name is Zhussubalina and I'm a teacher of the Department Modern Languages and Translation Studies. So let me present you a lecture on the discipline Key Concepts and Translation Studies. So the lecture's theme is Equivalence in Translation, Achieving the Perception of the Original Text. The plan of the lecture is: what does it mean for a translation to read like the original? Number 2, example of natural and awkward translation. And number 3 is adapting cultural references. A high-quality translation should feel as natural and fluent as the original text. In other words, the reader or listener should not feel that the text was translated from another language. This type of translation is called idiomatic translation, where the translator adapts the text to sound like it was originally written in the target language. What does it mean for a translation to read like the original? For a translation to read like the original, it means first, sound natural in the target language. Second one is maintain the tone, style, and the meaning of the original text. And third is be easy to understand for the audience in the target language. To achieve this, the translator often needs to rearrange sentence structures. Second, replace idiomatic expressions with their equivalents. And number 3, adjust the tone to suit the cultural and linguistic norms of the target language. For example, he runs like the wind. So this expression will have the literal Russian translation on бежит как ветер. So more naturally it will be if we translate it он бежит как ветер, or он очень быстро бегает. In this case, both translation work because the phrase is common in both languages. Another example, she or he is pulling your leg. So the word-for-word translation will be он, она тянет тебя за ногу. In Kazakh, ол сенің аяғынан тартады. But more natural translation, она тебя разыгрывает. In Russian, the idiom pull your leg is replaced with разыгрывает, meaning teasing or joking. Importance of idiomatic expressions. So in many cases, translating idiomatic expressions literally results in awkward or nonsensical translation. So the translator needs to find equivalence expressions in the target language to convey the same meaning naturally. Another example, hit the nail on the head. So literal Russian translation, ударь гвоздь по голове. Басна ру. Natural Russian translation, попасть в точку. Даль айту in Kazakh. In this case, the idiomatic expression hit the nail on the head means to get something exactly right. The equivalent expression in Russian is попасть в точку. Adapting cultural references. When translating, the translator must also consider cultural references that might not be understood by the target audience. So in such cases, the translator may need to adapt and explain the reference to make the text understandable. Another example, he is as strong as Hercules. So in English, this phrase is stylistically, we call it comparison, when we compare someone's strength to a mythological hero. So literal Russian translation, он сильный как Геркулес. So this is word-for-word translation, but the alternative Russian translation will be он сильный как Илья Муромец. So in Kazakh we have Қажымұқан, so we can compare someone to Қажымұқан and say ол Қажымұқандай мықты, күшті. While Hercules is a well-known figure in some contexts, it might be more appropriate to use a local cultural references like Ilya Muromets, a famous Russian folk hero, known for his strengths. So, maintaining the tone and style of the original. A good translation must also preserve the tone and style of the original text, whether it is formal, informal, humorous, or serious. So the translator must adapt the language to ensure that the same tone is conveyed in the target language. Another example is, can you give me a hand? So it's easy to guess. Give someone a hand, дать руку. So we can find the equivalence in Russian and Kazakh languages as можешь дать мне руку, or naturally it will sound можешь мне помочь. Қолыңның ұшын созасың ба? Көмектесесің бе? In this informal request for help, so the literal translation sounds awkward. The natural Russian translation можешь мне помочь, and in Kazakh көмектесесің бе, conveys the same casual tone and meaning. For a translation to be effective, it must read as naturally as the original. So this requires the translator to go beyond word-for-word translation and focus on idiomatic expressions, cultural references, and the tone. The goal is to make the translation feel seamless and effortless, as if it were originally written in the target language. This approach ensures that the audience can fully understand and appreciate the text without being distracted by awkward phrases or unclear meanings. I hope my lecture was informative and useful for you. Thank you for your attention.